definitely check in. How are we doing, everybody? It's Saturday. I hope everybody had a nice, good, long, lovely day. Nobody getting on your motherfucking nerves. Nobody talking crazy. Doing nothing insane to you, for you, or about you. And let it is, unless it is, in your best interest. Okay. I don't know why every time I start these readings, I always get like, oh. But yeah, just give us about 30 minutes and I'll be screaming at everybody instead. Also, hi. We're just doing energy check-in. Energy check-in. I think I might turn on the viewer wishes at the end today. Depends on how long this is. Justice. First card out. Who is abiding by the law? Who's out here doing the right thing? I feel like this also kept coming out in the readings. For one, like somebody like getting justice, like someone might be having like lawsuits or some kind of like court battles, legal issues. I was seeing divorce and all kind of crazy shit. Someone might be suing somebody, having like disputes and all kind of stuff. But something was kept coming up in the readings about one, somebody's like karmic or their ex might be going to jail. And also, I feel like someone here, whatever dispute they're dealing with, usually the law will be on your side. Whatever message that is for somebody. I feel like that somebody here is like probably worried about it. Yeah, Five of Swords. Come on now. At the back of the deck. Yeah, I definitely feel like someone here was like worried about like the manipulation, betrayal that somebody had done to them. Especially with this being Five of Swords. This is the only one I've ever seen that has like a group of people. Oh, only Five of Swords I've seen that has a group of people. Also, I'm very well. Holy Truth? Is that how you pronounce that? But yeah, I feel like this was like a group of people that were like against someone or like trying to manipulate somebody, come against them, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, King of Wands at the back though. Somebody stood in their energy though. Somebody asserted their boundaries. Somebody let somebody know what was what. Somebody let somebody not let somebody. I don't know why that just came in my head. Like even the way that the words are coming out today is very interesting. I don't know why I feel like somebody's like doesn't really care like what they're saying to somebody or like how they're speaking. They're just kind of like saying the first motherfucking thing off my brain, and then that is their intuitive truth for the other person at that moment. But actually, the first time I've gotten the Nine of Swords from this deck, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, clarifying this energy. Yeah, this is something that somebody would. God, where's the camera? Oh, I forgot to invert it. But this is something that I'm almost scared to invert it because that's half the time when the camera starts acting all crazy. Y'all just got to trust me and read it backwards. But this is like, essentially, this is a lot of anxiety that someone has had. You know, with the Eight of Swords, this talks about, you know, this like loopy whirly tunnel here, somebody being trapped in their head, going round and around and around in an endless cycle that seems to be just never ending. There's no way out, no matter what way somebody looks at a situation, it always seems to have the same outcome. But with the Eight of Swords, it's all about like that being mental entrapment, anxiety, something that's not actually, not necessarily not a valid fear, but not something that they are as trapped in as someone is thinking. So I feel like it's something that you or someone else was just like, especially with that Nine of Swords, like nightmares, sleepless nights, can't sleep. You know, it's like that feeling of, it's almost like the opposite of like the feeling before Christmas, you know, where you can't sleep because you're so excited. It's like you can't sleep because you know that you have that court meeting tomorrow. You can't sleep because you know you have to speak with this person, or you can't sleep because you know you have to like anticipate something that, you know, you're not really looking too forward to at all. I'm like this Nine of Swords. I'm also like noticing this snake here. Looks like, what is it, like a goddamn crystal ball of the sky on top of this dude's head? I don't know what that is. But yeah, somewhere here it just looks like a snake. That was also coming out in one of my most recent readings. Inside Out too. No, I haven't seen that one though. But yeah, it's just like somebody here. Round and around we motherfucking go. Okay. I don't know why I want to read the Justice card from the book. Seems like that one will have something very specific for somebody. Let's find it. Number 11. Very next page. Yep. I accept according to my deepest truths. That was definitely a huge thing last week. Was someone no longer like being okay with like existing in lies or living in lies or like not telling their full truth, or, like something about like hiding who they really are. That was coming out a lot in this reading, especially I'm looking at like the way that that planet, whatever the fuck that is behind her, it's like split perfectly down the center, and then so is this person. So it's like there's not only do I get like there are two sides of someone, like it's like a lighter pink and a darker pink, it's the black and the white. I feel like there are two sides to someone, but I also feel like it's like someone here is good at picking and choosing what sides people see. But no matter which side they choose, like with these little plants that are growing on the side, both routes or all routes, depending on how deep somebody's going with this, they're all like they all benefit this person in a way. It also makes me think of Corella Deville. I don't know why this makes me think of you that watched Inside Out. I feel like that might be a movie that was like somebody's favorite in their childhood. Like somebody might have really looked up to Corella Deville. I'm gonna be for real. Somebody might have looked up to Corella Deville in their childhood. That gives me like almost like traumatized child vibes. Like you kind of like look up to the villains of the shows because you can kind of understand where they're coming from and how they were made. But I feel like somebody here they figured out how to bring balance about it, use it in ways that aren't just for destruction. Yes, like even this background here, nothing, it's just all sands, barren land, yet somehow floating from the goddamn sky, there are plants growing where there should be no plants at all. It's not even a cactus. So I just feel like that's someone who has come from circumstances that have been like less than favorable, that anyone else would not have survived. And they figured out a way how to consequences, integrity, fairness, balance, karma. Justice holds the dualities of the cosmos. Her outfit, like the moon behind her, is divided into polar opposites, yin and yang, black and white. Everything has multiple sides. Centered on the sand, she gazes down upon. She's in alignment with her environment. In alignment, literally like somebody who knows how to use the positive experiences and the bad experiences for their best benefit. Like somebody who's definitely thinks of things in terms of like alchemy, how to transmute things from like negative energy into positive energy. Like somebody's definitely like might like definitely focus on energy work or be advised to do so. Says the sky is adorned with flourishing leaves and a rising star, and it shines pink in support. I'm about to say, I swear up on the water. I'm dry as fuck already. Give me a second. Oh, that's speeding. Oh, it is green because basically my favorite thing. I had to try it out before I start telling you guys to get that liquid chlorophyll, but yeah, literally zero body odor. Breath never fucking stank. Okay. Plus, I don't know, it motivates me to drink more water in the first place, knowing that it's in there. Plus, I use that and like black walnut, like little helpful benefits. Obviously, the best way to get your nutrients is to eat the motherfucking veggies, but sometimes we don't always have time for that. So we're gonna move on to the what's the vibe? Switching it up, I guess. She said I do like to do it like one way usually, or for like a year and a half was starting with my index oracle, but I'm actually checking for anybody that's just coming in. We're just getting started. Yeah, what more do we need to know about this? Especially with justice, all the swords, all the rest of that craziness that just came out. Oh. Damn, did I almost like break my cards? I guess we'll take that because I did just see psychopath. So, either somebody, I mean, that was coming out where somebody was like bringing out somebody's like sociopathic tendencies, and then also, I feel like maybe somebody here was also dealing with somebody that was a little, whoever that was. So somebody's burn bridges with this person. Like, you're done. There's no restarting anything back to how it was again. What does it say? Lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. Like, somebody was ready and happy to do that. And I feel like it's called somebody to, yeah. Whoever this is, what was I about to say? With this isolation, hopeless, please. Somebody's like super depressed about it. I also kind of get the feeling like this other person is the one that may have like burned the bridge in a way. Like it's something of their own making. I didn't even see the goddamn card behind it. Narcissist. What are they best at doing? Self motherfucking sabotage. Yeah, somebody here threw the match onto the gasoline that has spilled onto the bridge that they never should have been on in the first goddamn place. Ooh, wee. After we talking about all that justice and stuff, yeah, somebody self-sabotaged. Now they're feeling hopeless, rejected, depressed. Somebody might even be struggling with thoughts of ending it all. We always supposed to call him the boogeyman. Oh my. But yeah, somebody here is like definitely struggling with like very dark and depressing thoughts, especially since left alone. I feel like maybe everybody in their life is probably like leaving this person alone. We have like longing and legal family back here, stuck, dead end. Yeah, somebody here, they're wishing for better times, but they know this is what they know this is what's coming for them. For who that resonates for. Also with like legal behind longing, I also feel like that has to do with whoever this is that's like resonating with that justice card about finding justice, finding equilibrium, justice being served. It's like somebody's longing for justice, longing for the right thing. But yeah, it could be somebody did have a family with this person. Oh Lord God, yeah. And they realized it was a dead end. Like, I feel like with this deck, you're definitely running with me. Because somebody was a liar, cheater, backstabber. We got lust. What in the world? Addictions, continuous cycles. Like something was like go around and around and around with somebody. I just got like somebody was being addicted to like arguing all the time, or like addicted to just any old kind of way they could have a conversation with you. They didn't care if they starting shit. They don't care if you didn't feel like talking to them. Like somebody sits there and plots different ways on how to come up to somebody, but really, what do they want? All they want is to fuck. Two-Face. They will show you any kind of face they feel like they need to. Somebody even presents themselves as like a family person to try to like get in the door a little bit, but secretly, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to stop. Yeah, this person is envious. Somebody here is resentful. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody you're in a commitment with, but sex down low. Oh. We're gonna have to just stop. Okay. I can already tell what kind of reading this is gonna be. Like boundaries behind that. Please, like somebody here's throwing the line. Somebody's done with somebody. Like it's no more. Maybe we could try to be friends. Oh, let's try to. No, like somebody with the dick, yeah, laughing at it. You're not about to ruin my joy, bitch. Anyway, yeah, I just see that psychopath. For one, this gives me somebody's running from a psychopath. But two, this does say running, denial, excuses. Someone here is just making excuses for themselves. Like somebody here, I feel like it's like not able to see who they are clearly. They're always making excuses for everything that they do. They're not able to see someone else's perspective. They're ignorant as fuck. Like I feel like somebody here, no matter how many times you like try to explain something to them or how many different ways, it's like they're incapable of comprehending what you're saying to them because of the way that they think. Like there's no way something can be conveyed. Excuse me, I guess something can be conveyed to this person because they're not like they don't think like that, so they wouldn't even see stuff like that. It's like as soon as you suggest a certain route for viewing it, they will automatically think like you're lying because they're like, well, nobody thinks like that in the first place. So everything else is saying after this, I'm just gonna try to, yeah. Anyway, so what am I saying? Suffering in silence. This person's in regret now. Whoever the fuck this is. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Somebody here was, especially with conniving, at that Nine of Swords. In some decks, that's actually a person. Let's put this one more time. Yeah, tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Come on. Yeah, so I guess that's just energy checking. Dealing with the motherfucking karmics. Dealing with people who don't got their motherfucking shit together. Okay. So, yeah, we will not spend long on that at all. I do want to kind of go to the index oracle. Like I said, energy check-in. Just to see if that reading might be for you, resonates with you. Not every single thing will resonate for every single person. Maybe. And sometimes every single thing in a reading will resonate for every single person. Somehow. That's how collective readings work, and it's magical. And I love it. Okay. Yeah, the one card I forgot to put back. Oh, it's backwards. I told you I'm scared to turn the screen now. After it. If the mic stops working, we'll know why. The one card I didn't put back though. Jealousy. A frenemy on the back. Be careful who's around you. I did see that snake in that one card. That was coming out in the last reading. Something about like killing the parasite. Oh my god, channel song. Haunting. I haste the day. My god. Because it's literally whatever. But he talks about killing the parasite that's inside. Like bugs. That's how this person was coming across. Roaches. Anyway. What do we actually need to be aware of today? I don't know why they get some like side energy kind of, especially for the only major arcana to come up, injustice. So I just feel like that's the main thing you need to know. Justice will be served. This person's getting what they deserved. If you were worried about that at all. Crumbling to the ground. Whatever was going on with this person. We have Android user. Somebody could use an Android phone. Somebody could also have both. Let your walls down, daddy vibes. Safe and secure. Who the fuck is this? Tomorrow coming out. I'll put that on the side. What? Lyrics. I'll read that later. More song lyrics. After I just said the channel song, now we have two different cards with song lyrics on. I Found Love Where It Wasn't Supposed to Be by Amber Run. That's a song I actually found from one of my followers. Decided to follow somebody back and she posted a good song. That's still on my favorites. I want to go a couple more It's all those kind of fell out at once, but interesting array of energy. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna stop there. I do have a few years and Leo, so this could be someone that you've known for a while. Is that the sound of the rain? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was raining that hard. But yeah, someone can also be a Leo. Hello, Leo, right here. Yes, Leo. Anyway, I feel like that's why also the whole like cat ears thing just makes sense. I could not stay away from anything lion, even if I tried, apparently. But yeah, you could have known this person for a while. For some people, 1 year ago specifically is when you may have noticed things start to like change. Whoa! I'm not about to read that right now. I'm sorry. I just was not. That is the last thing I expected to see. I will leave it sideways for anybody who got an whatever iPad and can zoom in and read that. But good lord, shocking energy. Anyway, I feel like this relates to the that karmic-y, exy, irrelevant, whatever the fuck you want to call it, energy from earlier. Villain, a character whose evil actions or motives are important to the plot. You might also be seeing the number 1212. Yeah, I thought I was immune to pain. I feel like this might also be why you're like kind of frustrated with whoever it is in the past that had hurt you, because you specifically built up walls to not allow someone to hurt you in this way. And it's like somebody figured out exactly where your weak point is. I feel like you're blaming yourself for some reason for that. It's a narcissist. That's what the fuck they do. This is also part of the divine journey. But anyway, like I said, it's a villain who's it's on the floor, like literally irrelevant, trash. Their evil intentions and motivations are important to the plot, i.e., like they're supposed to do whatever they do to help drive something further together. Especially, like I said, like somebody built up their walls. My voice is cracked. And then they have this let your walls down, daddy vibes. Sexy hair. Okay, yeah, I'm pretending I don't want to speak to you right now. And mama's boy with despair. Okay, I'm gonna put these over here. That was divine masculine energy. Lay your walls down, daddy vibes. Like I wrote these cards on the same day. Like whichever ones I wrote around the same time, they're like associated with the same type of energy. So that's interesting. I'm about to pull that because that's a lot. What was on the back? Okay, we have you. The reading is just about to. Woo! I feel like this is every Saturday at this point. 18 plus. I'm just gonna say that every Saturday. I ejaculated so hard when I was thinking about you last night. Who's over here doing the freaky deaky stuff? What is this? What is this? Somebody. Fantasy Town. Did somebody take the advice from last week where fantasizing is manifestation? What's in the back? Oh, this is what the fourth channeled song, because I haven't even read the one over there. Fourth channeled song. Okay, just not the part at the top, but Touch Me, I'm Gonna Scream, part two by My Morning Jacket. I feel like that is this person's vibe. It's actually despair being on the back of that card. Which one was it? Yeah, I'm pretending I don't want to speak to you right now. This person is. I'm hoping that this is a separate energy, than what we had at the beginning. Yeah, I would probably cream something if you touch me. Yeah, this gives me somebody who. I think this is like that voyeur energy from last week. Somebody's definitely thinks about you intimately. Why do I want to pull tarot cards about that? What do we need to clarify about it? I don't know, but we're gonna clarify it. Okay, so like I said, you may have known this person for about a year. Sure, this is bear with me, guys. There we go. Okay, I don't want to forget that card. I don't even know where that card. Okay, hold on. What was the other card that was? Yeah, the other lyric. Turn off the lights. I'm going back to the future, part two. Also, something else. This is the second one about part two, because the other one was touch me. I'm going to scream, part two. So that makes me also think about this other song by Paramore I hadn't heard in years called literally part two. I don't know why this earbud is like not. I like want to stay on my damn ear. Hold up. Okay. But part two by Paramore. So something about part two, like something starting over, or starting up, starting again, second chance, just something like not ended, beginning again. You get the gist, I think. Overcome by circumstance, I put my life in the devil's hands. I fell lower than before, lower than I have before. I know it's hard to forgive me, but I taught myself how to barricade the door. I won't go there anymore. So there's something about, well, we also talk about let your walls down. Yeah, doors, walls. Like there's something about like you letting somebody in. And something about this specifically being in the masculine energy where they would repeatedly do something, go for something. I was saying all that about like love affair, this and the other, where that could have been somebody's like put their life in the devil's hands. This gives me very like temptation vibes. We kept getting that like sex addiction card that was coming out. Like somebody here really has something that they constantly would go back to over and over and over. Masculine energy specifically. I don't know why now this tomorrow seems like extra significant. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Somebody might be going to church. Especially all this being about like devil's hands, this and the other. Like somebody might be like trying to like reconnect with God in a different way. Like seeking forgiveness, kind of one. Especially like I said, first card we had, justice. Like somebody feel like they've done wrong by someone, but they recognize it. So this is definitely not that energy with the narcissist. Because narcissists, doesn't matter if the evidence is right in the face, they will still sit there and tell you, you're not a black person, angelic elixirs. Just like, what purpose do you even have in trying to convince me of that? That's the type of shit I'm talking about with this narcissist. That's not this person. Somebody here was wondering something about tomorrow. Interesting. What's on the back? I found love where it wasn't supposed to be. Like I said, other lyrics by Amber Run. The last place I thought to look. Yeah, somebody here is in love with somebody. This also does, kind of reflect the energy we've been getting the last couple of weeks of someone here who they pretend. Why? Because they feel strongly. Especially with Mama's boy I have behind that. I feel like this is a masculine energy who's very close with their mother. It doesn't have to necessarily be a man, but just someone who operates in their masculine energy that has a close connection with their mother, or at least closer than they have with their father, if one at all. That's what I just heard. Crumbling to the ground, though. On the back of that, we have better than expected. That just also kind of gives me that part two vibes. I'm giving you three songs. with reference to part 2. Touch Me, I'm Going to Scream, part 2. We're going Back to the Future, part 2. And part 2 by Paramore. Something about, like, something that was a tower moment, completely blown up. Somebody was done. Somebody thought something was the end. It's better than expected. It's better than what you expected. Like, what you have coming for you is better than what you're anticipating. Android user, back of that, all that glitters is not gold. There may have been a lesson that someone may have been learning. Also, with Android user, I did mean like phone, but for some reason right now I'm thinking like robots. Somebody was a bot, somebody was an NPC, somebody was operating on autopilot, somebody was not, all that glitters is not gold, somebody wasn't glowing, like something about them was very blending in, going with the status quo is kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like this person, like I've talked, we could talk about these, like addictions, temptations, this and the other. Like somebody here was attracted to what appeared to be shiny, what appeared to be good, what appeared to be right. But they're kind of learning, I feel, masculine energy heavy in this. I feel like masculine here is learning, divine masculine is learning how to use spiritual discernment. Let your walls down, daddy vibes, safe and secure though. I mean, this is good vibes with this person. Whoever this is that you feel safe with, that's who this beyond the energy check-in reading part is about. Yeah, time to walk away. On the back of that, as I was like, I didn't know why. For some reason, I felt like I needed to differentiate that. Yeah, somebody, it's time to walk away from that past energy. I feel like that, like, keeping negative people in your life will only cause you, like, in the long run, to question the good people that are actually there, to question the good intentions of people who actually mean it. Even if at the time it doesn't seem like it will affect you or like it is or it doesn't make sense, the longer you stay around that or the longer you allow yourself to accept it, the harder it is to believe when somebody actually does come in with good intentions. Because literally, like the front of that, time to walk away, let your walls down, daddy vibes. After we were talking about you had let your walls down for the wrong person. So there is one person you can let your walls down around, but yeah, we're back at I came so hard when I was thinking about you last night. I don't know what this. Oh, I just yeah, I realized what I drew over there. Imagine a 90-degree angle in dogwood style. This is definitely an 18 plus reading. Oh my god. Yeah, I will probably somebody really. This gives me like type of person who would try to find little excuses to like brush hands or touch. Like somebody here, I'm definitely getting like romantic as fuck. Like somebody's definitely a thinker, a dreamer, definitely a dreamer, fantasizer. Like somebody was really. That card's only come out one time ever in the entire time I've had this deck. Like that's crazy how all these cards that have like rarely ever come out keep coming out for this energy recently. Yeah, once that card has come out. And it was after some crazy ass stuff had happened. We will not go into detail today. I'll save it for the subscribers. But I do want to look at this Freudian thinking. Something about the Trinity. I don't know why I keep saying stuff about that recently. Also, somebody might be saying like 333 a lot. But like The Matrix, this might be somebody's favorite movie. This is also someone who is they're not particularly superstitious. This is someone who doesn't like that. I think last week we had that card that says I don't believe in ghosts. This is someone who they don't. It takes kind of a lot to like convince them of stuff. Like they're not like, oh, you had a dream about something, sure. It's like somehow the dream would actually have to happen, like right in front of their face, for them to like believe anything that you were saying. So it does say, for some reason I put, Pentecostal. Somebody here may have been raised Pentecostal also. And it says, so I know that in the Pentecostal faith, I was raised Pentecostal. that one of the main differences between Pentecostals and Apostolics is that the Pentecostals believe in the Holy Trinity. So that's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the Son being Jesus and all that. And so there's something about like that's what somebody believes in, especially like the power of three. You see that all throughout any type of spirituality ever, especially like, ghost stories. Turn say Bloody Mary 3 times, spin around 3 times, repeating something 3 times. I just feel like there's something about the number of three, the power of three, that's very significant for someone, or that someone might be like recognizing is very significant in their life. They'll say it's all about the id and the ego. Unconscious pleasure. What are we always talking about on here? Guilty pleasures, secrets, the things that people don't want to come to light and that they don't want to tell anybody about. Yeah. This is what all that is about. I'm sorry about that. But this is like someone, I mean, obviously we're already getting this like we'll go there a second. So this is just not just about like the sexual energy, but it's also like someone, every way that they like operate, everything they say, everything that they think, it's like they're not recognizing it's like subconsciously because of something else or drawn from something else. It's always like stemming from something. I think that even came out in the sub only reading I did on Friday, where it's like obsessed with sex and attraction. From the Index Oracle, which is after sex addiction has continued to come out from the True Oracle for like a month straight. So there's something about like the way that somebody views things. They're like very excitable. I feel like it's just like something you may not know about this person. I can't help but smile when I think of you. But yeah, there's something about someone who's like very excitable. Like it also says, ego, reality driven conscious. That's also what I was saying about this person. Like they're not a superstitious person. Like they would have to see things with their own eyes, have things proven to them, explain why it works. Even if they saw it with their own eyes, they still be like, I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah. Then it also says about the superego, so outside of conscious reality. This is about the higher self. So all that, your higher self, what guides you, talk about where your intuition comes from, that inner voice that's speaking to you, all of those different things, like your unconscious pleasures, what motivates you, what drives you, your reality driven conscious. So what do you see outside of yourself? And then, your higher self, who do you see yourself being when you envision the best version of yourself? All of those things are what Dr. Freud says creates the personality. I'm not even there. Oh, okay. I'm about to be very interested to look into what this card means. I think this might be the only card that I look at the front and the back, because this card, some backstory on this. I lost it for like a fucking year in my spare bedroom, where I would always let the guests sleep, who ended up being vultures. We know how that shit goes. But it's crazy. So then I think I ended up rewriting it. Anyway, forbidden fruit, star-crossed lovers. Like even my whole vibe today is just so like I feel so calm and relaxed. Like I feel like somebody's whole vibe, they're just so chill. Like this is how you feel around them. It's like you'll feel like excited and giddy and happy, but it's like you'll be giggling. But you'll feel like I don't know, it's like you'll know and you'll be able to feel until like your body actually calms down around this person. For some people it'll be like the first time in your life you've ever actually felt calm and safe and not full of anxiety or not ready to exit a conversation. So we have forbidden fruit, star-crossed lovers. This is definitely interesting reading coming out. I was excited for Saturday because usually Saturday's crowd on the lives, yeah, it says opposites attract. I mean, crazy because I mean, you who's here watching a tarot reading, and then we got this type of person who is a I'll believe it when I see it type of person. Yeah, right. So we have yeah, opposites attract, challenges with family, religion. What's crazy because on the back of that, it's very Pentecostal. So somebody here specifically could be Pentecostal, or at least just like some kind of like specific religion that like is in sharp contrast to what it is that you believe. But yeah, there's just a challenges, it says, with family, religion, politics, beliefs, drugs, lifestyle, status quo, marital status. Every time I see OS, I forget what I mean when I said. I think it means other shit. I think that is what it means, other shit. But yeah, there's something about like this, whatever this connection is, that is a specific intentional challenge in the connection. Whatever has been blocking it, inhibiting it, prohibiting it, it's meant to be there because that is part of your life lesson together to overcome. It's definitely giving me twin flame vibes. You do not get star-crossed lovers card, and it's not a goddamn twin flame reading. I'm just gonna tell you that. So buckle the fuck up if this is new to you. But this is definitely like someone where like it's either like I said, like you may have family members that don't like them or vice versa. This could be where, like I said, you have different religious backgrounds or you were raised in different ways. Like I said, about like status quo lifestyles. So someone could have like more money than you or even marital status. Somebody here could be married. You keep getting that in these readings. But whoever this is that's giving off divine death. God damn, I didn't realize this stack was weighty. Lord. I thought it was like maybe 2 or 3 cards. But yeah, whatever. There's something here that's like specifically meant to cause challenges in the connection. But this like these star-crossed lovers, no matter what is being presented on the surface, something is always drawing these people back together. So we have You're So Fascinating. We have chokers in parentheses, choke her. So someone here could wear chokers. If you're watching about somebody who does wear chokers, you really like that shit a lot. You're so fascinating. Yeah, somebody here thinks someone is just like I feel like someone feels like they can never like get enough of someone. They always feel like there's more to understand. There's always more to learn. There's always something new to uncover when it comes to somebody. I think I gotta redo my lip gloss already. Hold up. Also, howdy. I'm doing well. This reading is I like it already. Starcross Lovers, like literally it's gonna come out one time. I see all of your thoughts. I feel like I don't know why. Usually I get like divine feminine energy with this, high priestess energy where you are aware of like everything they're thinking. But for some reason this is giving me divine masculine energy today. Where I feel like there's something like that has happened in the connection or is happening. I'm feeling like it's recent because of the way that all these cards are coming out. But something happened where like your thoughts were like written plain as day on your face to this person, especially we have like in the thought bubble, kiss me with a little exclamation mark. Like there's something about like you you were not hiding anything. Also, I feel like you weren't really trying to, but it's just weird because I usually get that for like divine feminine sees. Like you're just aware that you see their thoughts. So I don't know why I'm getting like this is divine masculine seeing divine feminine in like some kind of new awareness. Yeah, you make me feel like I'm on cloud 9. Yeah, this person, what in the world did you do to them? Like I can't stop cheesing. I'm smiling. We have all these very aroused cards coming out. Yeah, this person, I feel like there was some kind of conversation or interaction that was had where like every thought that you were thinking, like every look, everywhere that your eyes trail down, they could follow your thoughts. Like it may have been something where like they were talking to you, and then you're cordial or whatever, and then you just slowly start to nod your head, smiling. You slowly look away, and then you look back at them, then they're like start to smile at you, then you smile at them, and then it's just, yep, something like that. I did not even see this card. You're smiling, but I know it's a lie. Like, what the hell is this? I feel like somebody still feels like, especially if this is relating to like the last couple of weeks, somebody feels like you're still mad at them. Or like they wonder if you are. Like somebody wonders if it's all fake, if it's all a lie, if it's. Yeah, I don't trust myself. And this is actually the first one that I saw before the rest of us fell out. Baby, you're dealing with a professional. Holy shit, it is raining like crazy. Out the window a little bit more. Have a clear view or view of the sky. I guess everybody's gonna have a clear view of me doing motherfucking tarot readings. But yeah, baby, you're dealing with a professional. One, this gives me, you may know this person like some kind of professional context, but also it just kind of gives me like this person. That this person is like, they know exactly what they're doing. They're really good at what they do. I want you to beg me on the back. I thought last week's energy was bad on the freaky leakiness, but what is this? Like, okay. Like, I don't know why I just got like 50 Shades of Grey vibes. I don't know where the fuck to put all these. Like, why did I grab all these? I don't know. I want you to beg me. Okay. I don't trust myself. Like I said, I just feel like there's some kind of like something that somebody is either constantly drawn to, always brought back to, always circles back around to. I don't know. It's just like it even be like a way of thinking, or like I don't trust myself. Somebody doesn't know how they'll be in relationships. Somebody doesn't know if they've like healed from their trauma. Is also what I'm getting from that, but for whatever reason, I'm like already ready to go to the Law of Attraction Tarot. Like just thinking about like drawn to star-crossed lovers, forbidden fruit, and then all this like heavily sexual energy. Are we about to do this right now? Yeah, I know what I feel like doing. Yeah, I know what we're about to do. I think I'm gonna use Thelema. Oh my god, I was even wondering like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, wow, it hasn't like stormed in a while. When is it going to thunderstorm? And then right after I woke up and I had a smile on my face, I hear the sounds of a rumba tum tumbling on down the street. It was beautiful. Didn't I just say Vanessa Tarot? I guess not. They would like for me to use the moon. So we'll be paying attention to the imagery, I guess. Something specific about this deck. Like, where are we even about to start? Yeah, we'll just do one at a time. We'll just do one at a time. And this goes freaking somewhere. Like, oh my god, this is really crazy. I did not mean for all those to come out. Yeah, I see all of your thoughts. What is that about? What in the world is this? Two cards. Swords, Empress. This also makes you think you're smiling, but I know it's a lie. With this Ten of Swords, betrayal. That's what the oh, okay, I feel like there's like two different ways I could go. Where I feel like for one, that's how both of you guys see the other. It's like neither of you guys trust each other's smile. Like it's like both of you, like you see this person smiling at you and you're just like, yeah, I just feel like you're full of shit. And then I feel like they see you smiling at them and then they just kind of remember you in this Queen of Swords, man eater, not here for any bullshit type energy. They don't trust it. One more card. Knight of Cups. One more. I feel like somebody's like waiting either for some kind of offer or to bring one. And I don't know why this also makes me think like somebody knows what it is that somebody wants. Like I said, like no matter how somebody's looking at them, no matter what you're saying, what you're talking about, it's like this person, they can literally like they know what you're waiting for. Like with Knight of Cups, Two of Wands, they know that somebody's been anticipating something. Two of Wands is like pregnant anticipation. They know that somebody's like waiting for something. But I feel like at the back of their mind also is this Ten of Swords. I feel like this person's remembering how they hurt you. I feel like they know that you know what you deserve. I don't know why it's like coming out like that. Oh, okay. What the hell? Ten of Cups? Ten of Cups? Yeah, this person literally, especially Eight of Wands, the Star, Knight of Wands. Like, please, who is this? Somebody here, they know exactly what somebody wants. Like I said, at first I was getting like divine masculine energy. They look at divine feminine, they see them. I was just talking about a smile. And they feel like they know what you want. But I also feel like when they return the smile, whether or not this has happened, I feel like for some people, a lot of this has not happened yet. I don't know why that needed to like roll aside to say that, but yeah, I just feel like there's something about like when you saw this person smiling, you knew exactly what that meant. I also feel like this is like something about like this is the moment you've been waiting for. That's what I just heard. Like this is when you know that you're on the same page. Like that just is that Ten of Swords. It's like why is that here then? Two of Cups right there. Judgment. The Hangman. Hierophant. Yeah, something about this person. This Judgment card almost gives me justice vibes. But somebody had a rude awakening, a wake up call. This person realized like in what ways you have felt betrayed. I feel like that's also the thoughts, right? Because it goes from the Ten of Swords. I see all your thoughts over to this Empress. So I feel like that this is a collective. But I feel like there's something about like this person when they saw your eyes and they saw your face, whether you're smiling at them or not. I feel like they can see exactly where your mind is. Like I feel like they can see when you're like judging them based on how they hurt you. I feel like they can see when you're like, yeah, I don't trust you. And they can also see when you open up to them. like they can tell what mood you're in. I don't know why. Like I'm thinking of the sub only from Friday where they were like someone's like super in tune and like empathetic with women's emotions. So someone here, I feel like they're very in tune with like the way that you think. We did have that Freudian card, that Freudian thinking card come out. So it's like somebody here is definitely a heavy thinker, but it's someone who's like deeply aware of like the different facets of your personality. Like I said, it kind of threw me because usually when I see cards like that, I think of divine feminine to divine masculine. You're deeply aware of what the fuck this nigga's thinking, but this time I feel like it's like they'll be showing you in some way that they have this deep awareness of what it is that you want. Like Ten of Cups and the Star. This is beyond the ultimate wish fulfillment. This is literally, divine intervention, hope in what seemed like a hopeless situation. The part two, and also crazy because we have that forbidden fruit, star-crossed lovers. That, like the star card out of every deck, is literally always my favorite card. It's just always, I mean, goddamn gorgeous. Look at the bitch, please. She's goddamn fairy. It's gorgeous. So it's like something about this is like even beyond something that someone was hoping for, especially with the Eight of Wands. I feel like after this, you might notice like things pick up quickly or things like happen quickly, at least when you do have this like interaction with someone. But one more time, yeah. We did have that Leo. Now we have King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but definitely fire sign. This is definitely someone who's like, they're assertive, they stand in their power. Kind of motherfucking sexy. Yes, I'm not saying, them coming out as the King of Cups, but it's obvious what they want. Like, it's very obvious. Like, this is something that someone's been waiting for. Been waiting for this night to arrive with this cup. Traveling by horse night and day. Somebody's been waiting for that post to arrive at the address. Am I really about to like do all these? I think I am. Yeah, you make me feel like I'm on cloud nine. We gonna skip it for today, boo. A few years. I don't think we need to. Tomorrow. What is this? I'm pretending I don't want to speak to you right now. I feel like we don't. I always say that. I feel like you don't need much clarification, but then something always comes out. I mean, for the moon to just be right here at the back of the damn deck, please. Secrets? Empress coming out yet again? I mean, that's just literally, I'm pretending I don't want to speak to you. Pretending, come on, Empress, that, did we even need the damn cards? Apparently not. Five of Swords, they're lying. Somebody's playing mind games. You might also notice that from this person. Like, they might go, like, silent again all of a sudden. But it's just like them trying to regain control in a way. Damn cards. Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups. I mean, goddamn, Ten of Swords again. Like, this is the specific behavior that we were just talking about that they see. We did have that baby you're dealing with a professional. I mean, we got Ten of Swords coming out literally 2 times in a row from the same damn deck. That's unique. Queen of Cups. This person definitely, like, they literally see you as like this glowing, blessed goddess, or you got a crush on this beautiful goddess creature here. But it's like, I also just kind of feel like somebody here, they're pretending they don't want to speak to someone because they're afraid that they will just hurt them. And I feel like this person's also scared that you will, as they put that Five of Swords under the Empress. It's like they're, especially with the moon being out here, it's like, you know, illusions, not seeing things clearly, fears, anxieties coming to the surface. We did start that reading out with that like Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy. I just feel like there's something about like this person, they're not able to like see someone clearly in their Empress energy as they exist over here. There's, for some reason, there's like some kind of confusion about that. Maybe because I feel like for some people it started as like a friendship or like very cordial or something that just wasn't that. But I feel like the feminine may have also lied and said that you only wanted to be friends, but it was not true. So now the masculine, in a turn of petty events, is now trying to pretend as if they don't want to speak to you. Even though we just had clarification that they know what you've been waiting for. Don't tell me this shit that just started pissing me off this motherfucking early. Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Be reversed. Yes, it does. Yeah, like literally Three of Pentacles is what this person wants. Working on something that somebody enjoys. Doing something that they enjoy. But with the Page of Cups, this is like somebody's. It's almost like self-sabotaging. Like somebody not literally pretending they don't want to speak to you. Somebody not speaking up, holding themselves back in love. Damn, because that makes me think, oh God, don't tell me, come on. I just was sitting it here. Ten of Cups falling out again. A Wands and the Star. Like we right back there where we were. Eight of Swords in a whole different deck. So yeah, it's like it's obvious. Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's like obvious what this person wants, but yeah, we have Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords here. But I just feel like something about like the journey to get there, or like what it would take to get there, to see that happen, it's like overwhelming to this person. Chariot, Queen of Wands. It's like they see the worth and the value. They know what somebody's waiting for. I almost get like something was like almost like a small test. Not necessarily like intentionally, but it was just like, wow, like almost like a checklist. Like because that happened, I know for sure. So it's something like about this person, like they know for sure now, but it's like there's something about being overwhelmed by the process, overwhelmed by the journey, pretending. King of Cups. Yeah, like they're coming across as Nine of Cups, Page of Cups. But then here the fuck they are with the Nine of Swords behind it. They're literally just overwhelmed. Like they lose sleep about this. And regardless of how overwhelmed they feel about the process it'll take, Seven of Pentacles, that just means they've already started to plant the seeds, regardless. You know, there's already been steps. They've already put in work. And it's like they know that. Like, it's like, I don't know why I'm just thinking about somebody's like not willing to let go of that. I don't really think we need to look into that. Yeah, I found love where it wasn't supposed to be. The last place I ever thought to look. Why did I just put all the cards up? I guess we're switching decks. Ooh, which one am I going to use? Biblical tarot. Oh, I'm torn. Biblical tarot or law of attraction? Biblical tarot. For now, at least. The last place I ever thought to look. We're talking about love. What is this about? The high priest, Aaron, brother of Moses, Peter's crucifixion. I'm just gonna start like calling the names out on these. This biblical tarot does have a lot of names. Somebody's name could be Aaron, somebody's name could be Moses, somebody's name could be Peter. Somebody's nickname, I don't know why it's her like username or like online name would be priest or something that has that in it. The last place I ever thought to look. The fact that it's immediately the high priest. And we had that forbidden fruit, star-crossed lovers. I believe that came out about a week or two ago about forbidden fruit also being somebody having some stuff going on, like in the church, or someone was like a minister or some kind of like leader, and they had developed feelings for someone in their congregation. It's weird because I all of a sudden want to bring out like the biblical tarot. So I just like there's someone who's like a high status or something, like in the spiritual community, who they were anticipating finding this connection. And even if it's not someone who's like, bishop, pastor, this and the other, just somebody who's like perceived as being very spiritual, somebody who believes in God, somebody specifically is religious, not particularly spiritual, with the high priest, we got the hangman. Literally, something changed someone's mind completely. Somebody gained a new perspective. I feel like it was something that there's something about you that this person wasn't. I mean, obviously, they didn't anticipate looking for or finding, but there's something that they never even anticipated being attracted to or drawn to. Like, I keep thinking about that Freudian card that we saw. Like, there's something. I mean, I know that with twin flame connections, they will apparently make them so that they're literally like irresistible to each other, like physically, emotionally, psychologically. So there's something that this person, like, no matter how many walls that they have put up within themselves, that they were not able to maintain with you, because it was like you knew exactly how to like break down every door. Very interesting. One more. Two more. Seven of Cups, Six of Cups. The temptation of Christ. When I said that earlier about we have all these things about temptations, addictions. All this I will give you, he said, if you will bow down and worship me. There's something about someone resisting, or this making sense. Somebody feeling the need to resist something, feeling in the wrong for being drawn to what it was that they were. I just keep doing that Freudian thinking, subconscious programming, something that was like somebody's secret fetish that was so secret it was a secret to them. Guilty pleasures leading to the hangman. Yeah, there's something like this person saw as like illusions, or like they just saw it as like fantasy, daydreaming, or they just never really saw it as like. I also feel like there's something about you that they feel like someone did not actually exist like that in real life. Like something about you that seems unreal. And we have the Six of Cups coming out again too. Like something about you is literally, this is just giving me the teenage dream vibe that was coming out last week. Seven of Cups, Six of Cups, like something about you reminds somebody of like their first crush, or reminds them of like the type of girls they had crushes on when they were younger, or reminds them of who they had crushes on when they would watch movies. Like I'm thinking like Kira from Atlantis. For some reason I can't think of nobody else. Was I shuffling the deck with this and the lip? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like very interesting how this is just coming out like that. Yeah, just like the place that someone was not expecting to look, you changed their mind. Like they were not expecting to find what they found within you. Like there's something about like they expected to see one thing and then they they got something else entirely. Like something else entirely.